I'll show you how it's done. Shazam!
Hey, what's going on, YouTube world? Welcome back to our channel here at Underdeveloped, and today we have another review for you. We are doing the movie Bring Her Back. This is the sequel, not sequel, but like the sequel directorial.
It's the second movie directed by the Philippou brothers.
Yes, it's their sequel movie.
It's not a sequel.
Not sequel. It's their sequel movie, not the movie, not sequel to that movie. It's their sequel movie as them for filmmakers. It's their second. You know what I mean?
That's too confusing for people. People gonna
I was trying
hear
to make a pun about sequels. It's like is it a sequel film? Is it?
But it's not a pun if you're just saying the word sequel.
Because it's number two. Sequel means two. It's a second film.
But there's another. But again, it's a pun if you're actually playing on the word. You're not playing on it. You're just repeating it.
It's a sequel because it's their second film. They're putting on a sequel, and it's almost like thematically the same in terms of like horror. You know what I mean? It's still like it's a second. It's kind of like how Us is. You know, I don't give a shit enough. This is a second. Like I can explain, but I'm like I do not have the energy. The Bring Her Back is the second film within the same horror genre. For the Philippou brothers, it's their follow up to
To Talk to Me,
which we saw when it came out like a year or two ago.
That was 23.
Around and I like the first one. I mean, I'm not a big horror guy, but it actually had some horror shit in it. You know what I mean? That generally like fucked with me. So like a kid get completely like demolished was like really brutal.
Yeah, it was also very unique.
Yeah, unique, dark. You know what I'm saying? Like a real horror that felt fucked up. Okay, so Bring Her Back is a story of two step siblings who were placed into the Australian foster care system after the sudden death of their father. Andy, taking care of his blind sister Piper, is sent to live with their new foster mom and her seemingly creepy son. But it's not all as it seems, as the mother goes out of her way to gaslight Andy and to cover up the increasingly suspicious behavior of her son Oliver. The mother, who had recently lost her blind daughter in a tragic accident, has been studying occult rituals online and has started conspiring with a demon to perform a ritual to kill Piper and bring her daughter's soul into Piper's body. So now Andy and Piper needs to escape their new foster family. That last part is kind of a spoiler, but whatever. At this point,
I mean, yeah, but the movie is literally called Bring Her Back. They
spoil
this so early into the movie.
That's put in the title, but that's only you only realize the spoiler once you actually watch the movie and get to the.
I mean, yeah, but come on, but we both knew this is where the movie's going to go very early on into it. This is not.
It takes about a calm half hour once the plot really started sinking. Okay, this is exactly what they're doing. Okay, cool.
No, I think I'd say maybe 15 minutes.
They didn't make it obvious until like 30, 40 minutes.
No, I figured out for like around 15-minute mark.
It didn't become blatantly obvious until like that, because that's when they started talking about. They actually started the videos and the plans.
Well, they started the videos like the first shot of the movie.
But no, when she's watching the videos, when she's watching the videos and going
but
back,
the first time we see Oliver, he has the same mark under his eyes as the girl on the video did. So as soon as I saw that, I'm like, okay, there's a connection here.
Yeah, but it's just a connection. We still don't know the full plan yet. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, but immediately it's enough to get me immediately suspicious of her and him.
Yeah, but the whole point, you still have to watch the movie to kind of understand what that is. You know, someone haven't watched the movie yet, they kind of like, oh shit, you spoiled the ending. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't really stated that it wasn't like that until like the last. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it wasn't
again,
stated. So like that probably wasn't stated until like damn near the last act. You know what I'm saying? Like
it wasn't stated loud, but it was very obvious well before that.
Well, obvious, but it's still speculative. And on top of that, as I said, it wasn't like, to me, they didn't really come super apparent until like probably 20, 30 minutes in. Like, once he started acting really fucking weird, it's like, okay, cool. Like, I didn't see the first time I saw her, I was like, oh, she's doing that, and I was like, okay, I took out a word, and after time, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, this is what, okay, I could sense it. This is where it's gonna go. Cool, interesting. But anyways, yeah, I guess demon rituals is like, you know, like possession is easy now. All you gotta do is go on YouTube video, and like how you can go on, if I want to like watch a tutorial on how to use a gimbal from Steadicam.
Yeah.
I can. Hey, if I learn how demon, just go on Yelp. Just go on like Reddit or some shit while watching
Yeah.
YouTube videos.
Just type in
We'll watch a tutorial, how to summon a demon into a body.
Yeah, and then it'll just be. Now I'm just imagining in my head there's just like the same random Indian people on YouTube that teach you how to jailbreak your phone, but now they're just going over like, okay, this is how you do your demon possession. You're just gonna sit your baby here. You're gonna get your knife there. I don't know. This is a bit of a fucked up imagination.
Yeah, to me that's just kind of nuts. But also,
yeah.
but also relevant because it is like a modern way to do things. In a funny way. Just Google it, YouTube it. Mm-hmm.
So much information at our fingertips.
Yeah. All right. So, what do you think about Bring Her Back?
Overall, I think it's a very fun ride. It's a very intense movie, but really the only real issue is that so much of it is very predictable. We just know so much going in, especially since the movie is called Bring Her Back. I never forgot the title of the movie, so that just made me realize it was going to happen so much earlier than intended. But this isn't the kind of movie for people. This is the kind of movie where you're watching for the big reveal. This is the kind of movie you're watching for the experience. And the narrative is done very well. I think the siblings have good chemistry together. You really buy that they have a lot of history, this kind of caring for each other and shit. And, the mom is just insane. Sally Hawkins is so creepy at points. I think she.
Yeah, I mean, she's the real monster of the story. I mean, First, her Sally Hawkins. I mean, she did really good, really good. Another horror I've seen with a female lead that crushed it. The one before that was Smile 2. That was also a fantastic performance.
That was great. Yeah.
But her hair too. Also, I wouldn't say as good, but I mean, it's pretty fucking good. I mean, she played this character with so much nuance, and you just believe her. I mean, she really portrayed like this, some real misery shit going on here, some real fanatic stuff.
I was thinking about Kathy Bates too.
Yeah, Kathy Bates. Yeah, like it's real like that level. Also, Sally Field and Sybil, like that. Those kind of vibes I was getting from her performance.
Yeah.
Like really unhinged, you know what I mean? But good way keep facade, because even when she was pretending to pretend, like it was believable, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
good at playing a manipulator. I mean, she played it very full, you know what I mean?
And she used her understanding of psychology to weaponize that against Andy.
Excellent devious villain. She used that she poured freaking pee on him.
Yes.
While you sleep, so she could create this link between like, yo, he's peeing his sleep. He's like he's losing it. And I'm like, okay, this is manipulative and juicy. Okay, I fuck with that.
Yeah.
And it also, the main character, one of the main girls being blind, you know what I mean, this making it so much more of a mark. You know what I'm saying? But she's a fighter, you know what I mean? She's trying.
Yeah. And I like how they actually casted a blind actress. Yeah. It really added a lot of authenticity to the character.
Yeah, why not? She did great.
Yeah, she did.
Even better now I know she's really blind.
Yeah, like apparently this is she ever acted before being cast in this, and I think for her first time, this is great.
Yeah, because I've seen actors that actually had experience that stuff. So
yeah,
that's really good. Yeah, she may have a solid career. Just that, you know, I mean, she's handicapped, so it's like it's but so much.
Yeah,
unfortunate she could do.
Yeah, there definitely would be limitations to her acting career, but she can still make it a little niche for herself. A lot of actors have managed to do that, break the disability barriers, and make their own career, like Peter Dinklage did.
Well, what does he have? This being short.
Yeah, there are many times where he got roles that are meant for larger people that wouldn't have normally gone to a little person.
It's fair enough, but he's not handicapped. He is a dwarf.
No, he's not disabled, but it is something that would limit his career as an actor.
Yeah.
That's the connection I was.
It's still more to play with than I guess just being blind.
Yeah, with being blind, there is more of a challenge, especially she does that eye thing in real life also.
Yeah, especially that. Yeah, but I mean, other than that, yeah, I mean, I think this is sort of a solid flick. I mean, you get to see a woman is, you know, I mean, it's like really fucking play with like emotionally and mentally with his family. You know what I mean? Like basically, this woman is like desperate, like the epitome of desperation.
Yeah.
All she want to do is get her daughter back, and that's relevant because she's all about letting go. You know, when it comes to the main kid, you know, the main.
You have to let go. I don't.
Yeah, exactly. She was getting all this good advice. You think that's part of her trade. What she does, all of a sudden, she's the complete opposite. You know?
Yeah, because she's not applying it to herself. She's using it as a weapon to like try and get into their heads. It's so insidious.
Exactly, and that's what makes it interesting. It's not even about being like a horror, just evil. You know, I'm like just like evil, and then seeing a woman that desperate to the point where she literally commits murder. You know what I'm saying? Like like that, like you know. I just think this is a very interesting watch.
Me too. I think this is definitely worth it. This is definitely worth a watch. If you're looking for a horror movie this weekend, go to the movies, see something scary. This is a great option, honestly.
A horror with solid character development.
Great actors. I like the whole cast, really.
Excellent performances all around. You know what I mean? And a solid, and it comes together in a very like tumultuous, like huge way.
Very intense climax.
Very, very intense. And it pays off. You know what I mean? They build it up and it paid off very well.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Hard to agree.
And you experience major losses in this movie. So it's not just this watered down Hollywood, everything just works out. It's like, you know.
No.
Yeah, they subverted everything, the normal stuff, and still made a successful horror film.
Yeah.
And I respect that. My score for this, honestly, I think it's like a 90. I think this is a solid
honestly.
flick.
Yeah. I'd be inclined to give it that high too. I just don't have any real faults with the movie, honestly. Nothing's like it's certainly not the best horror movie I've seen, but there's nothing done particularly poorly. Everything's done at least competent.
Yeah, this is solid. You know what I mean? Actually, you know what? I mean, I think 90 is a little too
maybe a smidge too high, maybe like an 88.
Yeah, a little too high.
Maybe like an 88 would be better.
I think 86 is where I'm leaning now. I think 86 is solid for this film.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
I check out mine yet.
That's a pretty good score.
Yeah, come on, think about me. I like it, but I don't love it. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll give, like, Smile 2 on it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, Smile 2.
This is it.
Smile 2 is really something else.
It's still really good, especially for a horror film. Because horror films, especially the way Hollywood makes them, nowhere near this level of quality.
We've seen so many horror movies, especially, like, demonic possession horror movies are just not good. They are really a dime a dozen, and this one really stands out as being one of the really good ones.
For sure.
Anyways, that's what we have to say about Bring Her Back. Let us know if you've seen this movie. Let us know what you thought about it down in the comments below, and be sure to like, subscribe. We'll catch you next time for some more content.
We're gonna bring them notifications back, guys. See y'all later.